Welcome to the Honeysolchile Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. The channel are intended for entertainment purposes only, as the future is not set in stone. We encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. So, rising everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am your Chakra priestess, here to do a reading on Justin Bieber. So with him being in the news regarding to these Diddy allegations, I thought I'd just go ahead and do a reading on what is going on with him and see what comes out. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get a card for Justin Bieber. And I may feature his wife, Hailey, in there too. Okay, with Justin, we have preserving knowledge and information. So it seems like he is preserving some knowledge and information with the scribe card that come out from him. With the shadow attribute saying altering facts or plagiarizing other work. But we do see some green highlighted in this card, a shade of green. So it's in the heart chakra spectrum that deals with emotional healing, love, and passion. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Don Juan card for him, which indicates spotlights your positive seductive qualities, and the shadow attribute of using the power of romantic attraction for private agenda. Okay, so we have that indicating here. Now we're going to clarify these cards. Clarify these two cards. Okay, I am back with finishing up the reading with Justin Bieber. So let's go ahead and get right in there. Of course, as stated before, Justin's card that came out is a scribe card, which preserving the knowledge to know information. So it seems like he knows something, obviously. With the with the shadow attribute, that's stating altering facts or plagiarism others' work. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck that came out for him is Don Juan card, which sheds light on spotlight his positive seductive qualities. And then with the shadow attribute of using power of romantic attraction for private agendas. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards here. Okay. So the first card that came out is don't let your feathers get ruffled. So he needs to stay calm, continue to do some deep breathing practices, so he can be able to still be resilient out of this. I do see a pink flamingo. Pink is representing self-love. He needs to tend to himself, or continue to tend to himself, with positive affirmations, positive talk, doing a social media detox while necessary. And then, of course, the flamingo is obviously in the water, and water represents emotions and feelings. So, of course, again, Justin, don't get your feathers ruffled. Continue to be calm, be patient, still do some deep breathing, etc., etc. Also, another card that came out is the chicken with his head cut off, meaning it seems like on one end he is trying to remain calm in the situation, but on the flip side, there is some chaos going on. Okay, obviously there is definitely some chaos. Okay, And then at the bottom of the deck is when life gives you lemons, make lemonade with some optimism, perseverance, opportunity, continue to be creative in whatever endeavors that he is in. But of course, allow the situation, see the positive out of the situation rather than, continuing to be in this chicken with his head cut off scenario. Okay. All right. Next, we're going to have the hidden message. Hidden blockages and other shadow aspects or other hidden aspects. Okay. So, provide me some cards with that, with some hidden blockages as well as other aspects. We have, first card that came out is critical. So, your critical shadow is not easily satisfied or pleased, nitpicking, complain, judgmental, difficult. So, on the flip side, when he is no longer judging and criticizing himself, he will stop criticizing others. So, it seems like he's a perfectionist in some sense, or just be hard. He's hard on himself, obviously. I do see some red indicating in this image as well, which signifies for me that root chakra area of when it comes to his safety, his security, his survival. All right, his financial security as well. See what else comes out. And I should have got the cards. Okay, others is controlling shadow. Tries to control situation, people, authoritative, dominating influence. Trying to control everything is time consuming, and it limits your growth and learning experiences. So could be some controlling tactics on there. And boom, look at there. Ancestral money blocks. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Which it states there's false beliefs about money passed down from your ancestors. It's time for him to live his own story. In order to understand how these ancestral money blocks are passed down, look at your patterns and programs and things you picked up from parental programming. So, again, there we go. And then at the top, we got incurious, not curious or observant, willfully blind, not learning lessons. He can turn a blind eye to problems that require him to take action. Things he ignored will only grow. So he needs to take the rose color glasses off if he has not already, and continue to learn those lessons so they won't keep repeating. All right, stop being oblivious to the situation, because that's probably why the chicken with his head cut off came out for you, Justin. Now, as far as what is the tea in this matter, what is the tea regarding to Justin Bieber? Okay, we have wolf in sheep's clothing. This card wanted to come out. Drama starter. Into you, good chemistry. However, he needs to continue to move in silence. Caught a case. Interesting. Let's go a little bit further with this. Let's see what else is going on. Victim mentality. That will signify the drama starter. Beggar, mooch, opportunities user. So using some survival tactics. Paternity or DNA test is needed for what? Ooh. I smile in your face and talk ish behind your back. Immigration, documents, legal issues. I'm going towards the legal issues on that one. All right. As far as like some hidden truths between him and Hailey, and his wife. Let's see. Scared, like a caged bird, and take a look at that bird. It's in the color red. Okay. I'm associated with this card here. Okay. Let's see what else. Hidden truths about Bieber and his wife. Avoidance. He's avoiding something. That signifies this card right here. And curious. That's my blank card. But obviously my blank card says the beard. Okay. I'll acknowledge that. Put it back in the deck. Reconciliation. Interesting. Game playing and cycles. So, of course, there's a pattern going on. There could be some toxicness going on. Some craziness. Maybe with the wife, since that is a female body there present. Earth sign. Intimacy. Okay. Okay, interesting. It seems like there's some chemistry there to a certain degree, but it's toxic or crazy. He's avoiding something, scared about a situation, and I'm leaning towards the beggar mooch opportunist type of deal. However, their reconciliation, there's some game playing and some cycles. So obviously there are some patterns that are repeating itself. The lessons have not been learned. He needs to continue to move in silence because there are legal issues that are going on. Caught a case with paternity or DNA tested needed. Interesting reference on that. Wolf in sheep's clothing and drama starter. Okay. And of course with these two, I smile in your face and talk ish behind your back with victim mentality. We're gonna look a little bit further with that. Should I pull some cards? Let's see what Hailey Bieber is about. Or Hailey Baldwin, to say the least. What about his wife? Let's get some cards for her. Hailey. What about Hailey, his wife? We have a knight with loyalty. It seems like there's some loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor with shadow attributes of allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. And since this is in the shade of blue, this is regarding to self-expression, as well as speaking your truth. So it seems like she speaks her mind, okay, with the throat chakra. At the bottom of the deck, we got child eternal with determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, or the ability to see things with fresh eyes. Shadow attributes is the inability to grow up and be responsible, or extreme dependency on others for physical security. Well, there it is. that, and that. Okay. Well, it could be both of them in this scenario with this scared card, but that definitely stands out with this card just based off what was read on the card now. Okay. Also with the Child Eternal card, I want to take a look at that. Because this is the first that I've seen this card come out in this particular deck, or just with anyone. So, Child Eternal is talking about the. Let's see, nope, I already did that. Look for a pattern of resilience and youthful enthusiasm in all things, or perhaps a continuing immaturity. Oh, so it talks about, and this, in the image of the picture, it does it is kind of self-explanatory too. Okay, sunflowers. I see sunflowers. That's, one of my favorite flowers. I see butterflies. That signifies change. And I see two individuals. One is a child specifically, and they're just basically joyful. They're tapping into the inner child, very playful. So this signifies like a card of immaturity, but also like wanting to not grow up type of deal, but doesn't mind to be playful, okay, at the same time. So rather pushing the limits per se, okay, like how children do. They test your abilities. I'm gonna say drama starter, since there's a woman signifying this image. Okay, she can shake the tables for the most part, but moves in silence while doing so, Okay, let's get some hidden blockages for her and other aspects for Hailey Bieber. We got entitled shadow that came out for her. With the you owe me shadow, or self-centered unrealistic expectations. She needs to learn how to stop expecting others to give her things that she can do for herself, and so she can accomplish so much more. And look at here, root chakra, blocked root chakra, may experience pessimism, poor focus, lack of ambition and purpose. So she needs to be able to ground herself. As I'm recording this on it's not April. Oh my gosh. It's May 7th, 2023. With the Taurus new moon, okay, between the 7th and the 8th of this month, that is literally in effect. This is a great time for her to do this. In Taurus season, I associate Taurus with the root chakra as well. Okay, because they are not only the earth signs, but they signify stability and structure on in the Venetian aspect. Okay, gaining material on a physical standpoint. Okay, if you catch my drift. Needy shadow is at the top. Again, another red. Requiring constant attention and support. Clingy, dependent. Smothering. She needs to practice self-reliance and build herself up from within so she can take responsibility for her own happiness. Because there are some undiscovered talents that's lingering in the bottom of the deck. There are some hidden talents that she needs to she passes that she hasn't discovered. So she needs to look into her childhood, which means, again, Child Eternal card that came out. See which childhood talents that she's done during her upbringing that brought some sense of joy to her that could also provide her some monetary gain on her own, okay? And not be in this energy, okay? All right, so that's what we have for Hailey Bieber. Ballin'. Now let's go ahead and do some analysis. What's going on at the root between Justin Bieber? We have the Knight of Coins, slow and steady. We have Sacral. 2 cards came out. 3 of Coins, Vanity card. Perception. Got the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay. And then at the top, 5 of Wands. Conflict. There's some conflict when it comes to in the talent sector. Okay. Because the Wands, it always deals about inspiration, talents, willpower, determination. Okay, so with Justin Bieber, we have the Knight of Coins that is present for him. The Knight of Coins, it represents a young adult energy that is also the coins. They represents, of course, monetary material things, but looks like when it comes to his stability, his survival, his structure, he will like to continue to go at a conservative, steady pace. Let's see what else. The Knight of Coins is also, of course, determined to determined to go at this in a slow and steady tactical way, okay, but doing it in a moderate style, okay. Fast money is not always good money, so it seems like when it comes to how he brings money, he will like to have it for the long haul, don't we all? So let's clarify this. Do I got the deck upright? Okay. Okay, we got the One and Moon coming out. So there is some shifting in consciousness, gaining some strength, making some final steps, or just making progress. Okay, that's exactly what the Knight of Coins is about. It's making progress. Okay, slow and steady. At the top, we have it's worth fighting for. That's becoming a challenge with the 7 of Wands. It's about taking a stand. It's about facing it head on. Again, definitely when it comes to the ancestral money, because generational wealth is long money, okay? And with the 7 of Wands is definitely clarifying this right here, the Incurious card. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got self-serving disinterest with the 4 of Cups. Bored. There has been some missed opportunities. Or I have grown weary of the situation. It has, how should I say it? It's brought an emotional toll for him. Okay, having him thinking critical about himself, because he's not able to have a say when it comes to his money and stuff, okay? Next we have the Vanity card and the 3 of Coins present in the sacral region. So it seems like he has been inserting himself by collaborating with others to get to that 10 of Pentacles, to get to that generational wealth, to get to the everlasting abundance type of deal with vanity. Now, this vanity card is another throat chakra card. So, hold on, y'all. Because it's been a minute since this card came out. Okay, so with the vanity card, obviously you can see a wise individual that is present amongst these people that are all dressed to the nine, right? That is dressed down from head to toe. So with the vanity card is basically talking about a tenuous balance between what is true in our heart and what we communicate is reflected in this card. Are you living and communicating your truth or just playing along? This may be a time of awakening to a new way of being. Beware of distractions that may pull you away from the truth. Okay? So basically what this card is talking about is environmental chin-chin, living illusion, having self-doubt, having the power to change, or having empty conversations. He needs to ask himself, is he feeling disconnected from any people in his life, or is he growing away from limiting relationships? Okay. Will he say, well, the inspiration behind this card is saying we all say we will stop when we have enough, but there's never enough. You may be looking outside yourself for validation. So this is all about, is he going to continue to stay true to himself so he can be able to collaborate with people in a healthy manner that's going to take him to the next level, especially when it comes to his relationships with people, because that's what the sacral chakra deals with. Besides your feelings and emotions and change, it also deals with intimate relationships, whether it's with parents, whether it's with children, whether it's with other individuals that you feel close to. Okay, so that will lead on to possibly this victim mentality, being a wolf in sheep's clothing type of deal, to bring substance to that. That could lead to some toxicity traits. Okay. And, game playing in cycles. All right. Now, let's clarify that, even though it has been clarified with other cards. Ooh. Let's see what else comes out. Okay, the Knight of Cups wants to come out with emotional mastering. He needs to be able to balance his emotions, okay, in a healthy like manner. Be self-aware. He's highly intuitive individual. If I'm not mistaken, he's a Pisces, okay. At the top, the challenge could be the Six of Wands with achieving pride, having the pride of achievement. What else could be a challenge? As long as he continued to be emotionally balanced and master himself, he'll come out successfully in this matter, because things are, with lack of focus, you'll begin to lose your momentum when you're not emotionally balanced, okay? Or not feeling your best self, to that matter. If you're not learning those lessons of how things played out with your child upbringing and bringing them to a close, it can affect on how you deal with people further on down the line. So that's why it's important to close those chapters completely in order to move forward, right? So you won't have to have unnecessary baggage along the way. Now, with the perception card here in the solar plexus region, so when it comes to asserting himself or creating boundaries, he needs a new perspective. He needs to go within his heart in order to make change with this butterfly being these butterflies signifying. In order to bring about change, you need to find another perspective. Another perspective is needed for Mr. Bieber. Let me see what else came out in these things here. The only thing I can see is avoidance. You can only go so far with ignoring stuff. Let's see what else. What comes out? Clarify this perception card. We have the strength of will with the Chariot card. He needs to be able to, he needs to be able to move forward. Okay, take some action with the Chariot card being present. So he can be in this divine masculine, take charge, and and not go against his morals and moral compass. So he won't have to go against his moral compass in order to get to the end goal. Okay. Dang, all of these are faded cards. This is very critical. Okay, solar plexus. In the solar plexus region. This is very critical. Which, again, he does have a heart chakra present in his spread. Even though this is not the heart chakra sector, there are 3 faded cards that, revealed themselves. So, he needs to learn how to establish some boundaries. Definitely. Okay. Learn how to set some boundaries and stand on that. Okay. Because that's very critical. If you can't be who you want to be, then you're gonna have people to continue to run over you. Okay. Now, with the 9 of Wands in reverse that is present in the heart chakra region, that is talking about something is on the edge. There's some defensiveness. There's some paranoia, which that definitely explains the it can explain the curious card to lead to him being a little controlling per se. But that would also signify this with the chicken with his head cut off type of deal. So this is a sacral chakra card with a little mix of root. So there is some hesitantness. There's some defensiveness when it comes to his feelings and emotions, as well as how he interacts with people in relationships. Okay, that's where this avoidance card comes in, and that's where the cycle continues. But this scared card, it also is signifying this as well, or clarifying it as well, because when it comes to his passions and endeavors, it would, when you accomplish them, it will make you resilient with the 9 of Wands upright. But when it's in reverse, there is a sense of defeat, which, again, it would affect or activate the survivor mode that could resort into this tactic to some degree, because you're trying to maintain your, not only your reputation, but you're trying to, keep your head above water. You're trying to make sure you are good with all things are being met, food, water, shelter, enough money to roll over if something was to happen again. So yeah, in order for him to be emotionally healed in this scenario, he needs to be able to go right back to that root in these two regions here. Okay, which deals with, the Knight of Coins, being conservative about his money, but, be slow and steady with it. Have some conservative tactics when it comes to his money, right? And don't be so critical within himself, as well as learning to live his own story and unlearn what has been taught to him when it comes to gaining wealth in all aspects. And then again, not to appear with a wolf with sheep's clothing and victim mentality tactic. As long as he continues to or gets to a point to master his emotions, then he'll come out victorious. So it won't keep him slowed down and out of focus. So let's clarify this, because obviously he is. Woo, so how can he get into alignment with this? Okay, I'm going to get one card first. He can do this by the Queen of Swords energy. Be mentally strong. Having the inner strength. Be direct. Okay. Another way to go about this is radiant energy. He is radiant energy. Find a sense of happiness within himself. Okay. And then with the Two of Cups, have a love with him, be mentally strong, being direct with his thinking process and how he relates the information out to people, and continue to be positive about the situation. Again, see things from another perspective. Then he'll be able to have a mutual loving exchange with possibly a new partner. Okay, someone that will really be in sync with him. Now, this new partner, it could be someone that is like a I don't want to call it a soulmate, but in that retrospect, the soulmates can help you, overcome some challenges, have it to where you learn those lessons so you can be able to ascend and take things to another level. But I don't know. He may reconcile with Hailey Bieber to a certain degree, but with the Two of Cups, it could also signify a new person that comes into his life that will help him get in alignment and get in sync to where he is able to be what he wants to be. Because at the end of the day, we got the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is some conflict between 5 people. Okay, well, really 4, since he's in the center. Figuratively speaking, okay, there is some conflict in that manner. So it seems like he is fighting things off slowly but surely. Now, as far as like some lessons to be learned in this situation, what is the lesson that Justin Bieber is learning? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. to continue how can he go about this? Continue to follow his dreams. So it's in the cards, people. This is what's coming out for Justin. He needs to continue to follow his dreams so he can be able to learn the practice of love and grow with. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. So it seems like he wants to, expand his spiritual. Well, I'm pretty sure he has initiated. I'm pretty sure he's already initiated his spiritual enlightenment practices, but he wants to do it at a level to where it brings him fulfillment, okay, in the end, okay, to make it seem like the mission has been completed, the cycles have been broken, those sorts of things, okay? So that's what I'm getting for Justin Bieber. Again, feel free to chime down in the comment section below what you thought about this message. If there's any other celebs that you want me to read at this moment, feel free to chime down in the comment section below as well, or just hit me up on my website or the email. The email is hscbottega, BOTTEGA @gmail.com. Okay, so with that being said, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself, and I'll see you guys in the next one.